everyone, welcome back to another video. I am back in Maryland. I just got back last night from my 10-day Europe trip. So today is like my reset day. I'm gonna take a slow day, my rot day, all of that together. My mom is also in town because she was staying in my apartment while I was gone. So she's here for another night. She's going to stay tonight and then she's leaving tomorrow morning. I wanted to definitely move my body today, but I'm not trying to lead anything, if that makes sense, or like basically be in charge of my own workout. I need someone to keep me accountable today. It's just one of those days. So I was like, yeah, like a workout class is the proper way for today. So I came to Solid and I just got out of class. It is basically evening. It's like 5 p.m. right now. I'm about to go grocery shopping. And then I'm going to dig because I was like, yo, I'm not cooking tonight. Like, I'm just not going to do that. They have a bunch in New York, and I tried some in New York my last time I was there a few weeks ago, and I loved it. So they have a few in Maryland, D.C., so I'm going to the one here. It's like they recently just opened them up here, but I think they've been in New York for quite a bit of time. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing dig today, but I'm going to go grocery shopping because starting tomorrow, I'm getting back on my like healthy eating, clean eating. I kind of did miss that after a few days. Like, I don't know, once you start like eating better, it becomes a habit. And like, I don't know, for me, it's a lifestyle now, I guess. And after like the first few days in Europe of just like eating out, obviously, because like, you know, I'm not cooking there. Like I'm in a hotel, and even in Airbnb, I didn't cook anything. So after the first few days of that, I was kind of like, yo, I kind of just want like my go-to breakfast in the morning, or like, you know, a ground beef bowl. Like, I don't know. Like I kind of was just feeling something that was like protein heavy, nutrients dense, things like that. But it's hard to do that when you're traveling. So I'm excited to be back on that schedule starting tomorrow. And to be back on a consistent workout schedule as well. I did take one Pilates class while I was in Amsterdam. I was hoping to do one in Madrid, but wasn't able to, and that was fine. But obviously I did a lot of walking. So I wasn't super like static or like inactive for the entire trip, but it wasn't until like, obviously I wasn't lifting weights or anything like that. So I'm excited to be back on that. So before the trip, I was definitely cutting, and I like the results that I saw. I like the results that body was giving tea. I have to say. I've been eating like no man's business, eating all the junk food, eating out, gelatos, cakes, all of it you can think. So now that I'm back, I want to cut a little bit more, and then I want to start to maintain. So I just want to like reset myself basically. And that's my plan for my fitness goals and my eating goals and stuff. I also want to cut back on eating out again, just for a few more weeks, because I'm just like, we've been eating. I went from not eating out at all to eating out every day. And now I need to like not eat out and like to find a balance. So yeah. And I wasn't drinking alcohol before my trip. I did drink alcohol on my trip. I'm about to cut that out again too, because why? But yeah, so I'm super excited to kind of just like get back into a routine, get back into a healthier eating schedule, get back into working out. Now I'm about to go to Trader Joe's that's right here across the street. I'm just going to drive my car over there though and park in their garage. So that way I don't have to keep paying for this metered parking. I'm borrowing my mom's car since she's in town. I'm like, yeah, let me use the car and like handle the errands I need to handle and take opportunity of that. For those of you that don't know, I don't drive anymore. My car was totaled. And I haven't bought a new car because one, it's too expensive. Two, I'm not too sure about my living situation in the next 6 months. So I'm like, I think I should hold off before buying a car. Which, speaking about my living situation, let's chat about it. So my lease in DC ends in January. And I know I'm definitely leaving my apartment unit because they've already told me last year I was able to negotiate and get them to keep my rent at the same rate. Anything more than what I'm paying right now is not going to work for me in that unit, because that unit lacks a bunch of storage. Even my mom was saying it, like, this is the first time she's probably seen my apartment and I've been living here for a year and a half, because my mom lives in Baltimore. She doesn't like to like drive far. So like, she wasn't trying to come until now. But yeah, like she was like, storage is a thing for me. It works because I'm a single person and I'm living alone, but y'all trying to raise the rent to be over $2,000 for that unit is not going to work for me. So I've already decided that once my lease ends in 6 months, I will not be renewing. Okay. So I will definitely be moving. Now, I've been thinking about New York. Okay. I've been thinking about London. I've been thinking about Madrid. And I have to say, I've been trying to like basically say like I really want to go abroad first, because I think it just makes in my head, right? My plans, my human plans is like go abroad first, do a year abroad, maybe 2 at the most, and then come back and then do New York. New York will always be there for me, right? Because I'm a US citizen. I love the city, and I see myself staying there for literally ever. I will say I also did say that about myself when I lived in LA. I thought I was going to stay in LA for basically forever. Even when I didn't like love it, I was like, I feel like I have no choice because the industry is here, so I'm going to have to stay here. And maybe it's going to be like a permanent situation at first, and then when I get some money, like a bi-coastal situation, but I'm never going to leave LA. 3 years later, I left LA. So what was I talking about? I don't know. It's really just an example of how man will plan and God laughs. I went to New York a week before my trip to Europe, and literally when I tell you, like, my heart was crying. Like, my heart cries for that city. Like, my heart grieves. When I tell you, literally my heart was crying, was calling. Like, my heart aches for the city because I'm not physically living there. Like, that's the vibe I felt. And then when I went to Madrid this time around, it's not that I was disillusioned with it, or maybe I was, I don't know. I was just kind of like, I don't know if I actually can see myself living here, because I've been really trying to like say like, I think I should move abroad first, and I think I should do Madrid. And really the reason I want to go to Madrid is because it was always part of the plan. Like, I started learning Spanish because my goal was to work in Spain one day in their film industry and to live there for a bit. After a while, I was like, okay, I don't think I want to live here full time. I just definitely want to work here, do some projects here. And when the projects are done, I get myself out of here and come back when, when more projects are there. But now I'm having a thing where it's like, maybe I should live there for a year, like fully consistently for a full year. My main goal would be to like brush up on my Spanish and to be fluent. Like, I have a really good level of Spanish, but like I'm not super confident in speaking. I don't speak every day. I want to be like dreaming in Spanish. I want Spanish to be coming out of my mouth so fluently, so confidently, where it's like how I speak with English. Like, I don't even have to think about it, if that makes sense. And I feel like if I do a year in Spain, a full year in Spain, work on it every single day while I'm there, like, there's no way I'm not going to, because I'm pretty much there. It's just a matter of like having the opportunity to speak. And if I live in Spain, where they really only speak English, specifically in Madrid, like a lot of people don't speak Spanish there. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I would come back and not be like 10 times better than what I am now. So that's kind of been my thing. But then when I went to Madrid past time, I had a good time. But I was just like, I don't know if I can see myself living here, actually. I don't know. I wasn't feeling the sensation I was feeling about New York for Madrid, if that makes sense. Like, my heart wasn't yearning to be there. And I don't know if it's because the city has also kind of changed. Like, a lot of my friends are either moving out or things like that. Like, I learned when I went there again that one of my friends is actually trying to move. And I'm like, no, not you trying to leave and I'm trying to come. Like, damn, like, no. I also don't know if it was where I was actually staying. Like, the Airbnb I was at was actually a little bit further than I expected. So that kind of was like, and I didn't really like the area. So that kind of was like, yeah, like, I'm not really feeling this. But then when I was in like the areas that I did like closer to the center, I was like, oh yeah, like, I could see myself here every day, like, or whatever, doing this. I don't know also if it was like because of the heat, like, it was just really hot. And I was just like, yeah, I'm like, I can't with this. I don't know, but it just didn't give the vibes that I thought in my head, if that makes sense. So I don't know about my moving situation right now. I know for sure I will be leaving my unit. Another option is to stay in DC, which I love DC, but I'm like, baby, I gotta go, because I love it a little too much, where it's like, I could settle here. Like, it's that thing where like when you leave home and then you come back and then like, you're good. I'm like, yeah, I'm good to stay. But I also have other cities I want to live. Like, I really do want to live abroad eventually. I told y'all, like, Madrid, London, and then I really want to do New York. So I don't know, but I'm like, doing New York first. Do I have New York money right now? Because I want to live alone. Wherever I live, I want to live alone. Like, I'm not lying. And living in New York alone is seeming like a great feat. Like, it's seeming like I'm going to need some mighty dollars in my bank account. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can afford that right now. I also don't believe in paying over a certain amount for rent. So even if I could afford it, I'm like, yeah, baby, we got to pipe that down. So I don't know. I don't really know. So it's kind of like, I don't know, my heart right now is kind of in New York, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to pray on it. I'm going to pray on it a little bit more, do a little bit of thinking about it, do a little bit more looking into the finances. For also that reason, because I don't know where I'm moving. I don't know if I'm staying in DC. I don't know if I'm going to New York. I don't know if I'm going abroad. If I go abroad, if I go to New York, I'm not going to need a car. If I stay in DC, I'm going to get a car because I'm over all this already. I'm already over it. But I don't want to make any decisions too quickly. Like 6 months low-key is a long time, but I think trying to stick it out and just be a metro girly for 6 months before like investing into a car and then having to get rid of it or sell it or whatever, have someone take care of it, is just, I think I need to stick it out for another 6 months and at least another 5. And then I feel like by December, I should have an idea of where I'm going to go, because by then it will be just like another month left. So yeah, we'll see. That's kind of where I am right now. That's kind of what's in my mind. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We'll see. I shoot my shot and it go when you know it's flawless. Look at me ballin'. Look at me ballin'. I gave my number to the bag and now it's calling. Look at me ballin'. Look at me ballin'. I shoot my shot. Alrighty, I'm back in the car. I put the shirt on. It's rainy now, but I got the goods. Dig in. I also bought a bowl for my mom so she could try. I'm not too sure what she ordered, honestly. I don't know if that was the way to go, but we'll see. I FaceTimed her when I was in there so she could see the options, and she got like barbecue chicken. She's like obsessed with barbecue chicken. I don't know what her thing with that is, but I just don't know if that was the thing to get there. We'll see. Instead of getting salmon this time, this is my second time here, so instead of getting salmon this time, I got the crispy chicken. And then instead of getting kale, I got broccoli. I got the rice again. And then I also got mac and cheese. And then realizing that rice and mac and cheese is probably not. Maybe should have got one or the other. I maybe should have got the mac and cheese and then dropped the rice. The rice is really good though. Dropped the rice and then probably should have got the sweet potatoes. But it is what it is. It's me. I'm back. I am showered, so let's do some skincare. This is nighttime skincare because it's nighttime. Starting off with the good old hyaluronic acid from La Roche-Posay. I love this stuff. So for my nighttime routine, I use my CeraVe salicylic acid. My acne cleansing foam that has the salicylic acid, I think is how you say it. It can be a little drying. So this hyaluronic acid is a nice little, moisturizer. Or a nice little serum for extra moisture. And rub that on here. I was talking to my friend Michael on the phone literally before I went to the shower. And basically, I was like, I think I like just have a lot of content for from this trip. And obviously I'm just one person. And how the heck am I gonna edit it all for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram? Instagram and TikTok pretty much gonna be the same content. But still, that's still a lot. Some pieces of content I feel like you can also like repurpose for something else. So some videos maybe like a 2-in-1. And I'm just like, yeah, so like I might not be able to get the YouTube video out until like a month. Micah said, I have T-5 days to get this content out. Deal. I said, oh, my bad. She said, this needs to be your 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5. I said, she's like, you already have the girls like wanting more. Like we're on the edge of our seats waiting for you. And I'm like, yeah, I can give you the short form, but the YouTube is kind of like, it's a lot right now. We're going to do this nice little Tazarotine. This is a Tazorac. It's a prescription-based medicine. It's a Tazorac, generic version of Tazorac. And it just helps with my acne, which has not been flaring up lately, which is really good. So yeah, like I said, I have T-5 days. Okay. And I'm just kind of like, here's the thing with YouTube. I have content from before the trip that I never got around to editing and posting. So I was low-key trying to post it in order, but maybe since I have T-5 days, maybe I'll just post it out of order, meaning that this video will also be out of order. But at that point, I'm like, do I even care about that other stuff? Whatever I was talking about and back in the past, before Europe, do I care? You know? Does anyone care? Do y'all care? Who cares? We're now doing the good old La Roche-Posay double repair face moisturizer. So I put that on after my Tazerac. But yeah, apparently it also didn't help that I posted yesterday on Instagram that I was already back on US soil. If I didn't post that, she said, I could have been like, people would think I'm still there, so then it would give me more time. And look, I think she ate with that. I think she ate with that. But I was so eager to tell y'all I was back. I wanted to tell people I was back because I'm excited for the thing I'm doing this month for the rest of the summer, which is primarily like I'm locking in. Like, I'm taking salsa classes on Wednesdays by God's grace, like those salsa lessons. We got to go back to that. I also signed up to take pottery lessons on Tuesday afternoons, and I just feel like that's going to be really me being the artist that I really want to be with my hands. Like, I don't know. I'm going to talk a little more about that later, but like sometimes I feel like as an artist, like I feel like I'm not the artist I really want to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even sometimes aesthetic wise, which I know we're not supposed to care about the aesthetic, but like, I think as an artist, I want to give off a certain vibe. And I want to be a little bit more handsy. I want to be an artist, a multi-dimensional artist. And part of that artistry requires using my hands. And I don't use my hands at all with any of my art, really. Like physically getting into something like painting or sculpting or something like that. So I was like, why not pottery? Because I've always wanted to try that. And like that also kind of fits this whole thing of me wanting to like use my hands, literally. So we're taking pottery classes this summer. I'm doing a hand building class versus a wheel class because I read that that's probably the best way to start. So I'm doing hand building, and then we're gonna get in the good little wheel. And I think by then I'm gonna have to cut the nails down because I did do a wheel class before for like just like a one-day thing for my birthday in San Diego when I turned 24, and it was fun. But me and all my friends, we had long nails, and it was a little hard to. But even back then, I wasn't wearing nails this long, but we had nails, and it's hard to kind of get into it when with the clay and stuff and really mold it when you have nails. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to put out this content, of course. I'm excited to edit and really see what I came up with. A little excited. I'm excited, but also a little like overwhelmed because it's a lot. What else am I excited about? Just like eating better, fitness. Like I'm excited about all this. So I want to share with my story that, like the girl was back. Like, yeah, but I think I might have shot myself in the foot because now they're expecting me to like be a content making machine, which I wanted to be, and I don't mind that. But guys, I'm tired. Can I catch a break? People are already commenting on my Instagram talking about some excited to see the recaps. Another girl has told me that she's excited for the content. Everyone's talking about they're excited for the content. I'm excited too, but y'all, I need time. I need time, and we got to make it good. I don't want to just put out anything. I don't want to build a hype up and just put anything out. Now it got me a little bit kind of scared because I'm like, okay, if y'all are all excited to see this content, I hope it matches your expectation. I hope it lives up to your expectations, because if it doesn't, then yikes. But yeah, apparently I have T-5 days, so I'm gonna get to it. Am I editing tonight? I'm gonna be real. I'm not, because it's late. It's like 9 o'clock. But what I can do is sort footage and go through pictures and, get myself prepared to get to the edit by, honestly, I was going to say Monday, but it looks like we're starting tomorrow. Anyways, let me go ahead and eat this food. I was on the phone with Micah when I got home, and we've been on the phone for a bit. So just catching up in things, which is always nice to do. And then I showered, and now I'm about to eat, and I think I'm going to watch some Netflix while I sort through the footage. Is that okay? I hope that's okay with the girls.